and with the fact that I hope this is the first one of several workshops on other of these Turing++ questions. This one is on one of them about face recognition. Let me explain some of the background about the Center for Brains, Minds, and Machines. Our focus is on the problem of intelligence and try to reproduce it in machines. So trying to understand human intelligence, its algorithms, and its circuits, the brain. And if you understand that, you may also be able to replicate it in machines. But our primary goal is the science of intelligence, not the engineering of intelligence. We don't want to compete with Google or DeepMind or Facebook. We want to do what they don't do, which is, they are all, by the way, industrial partners of CBMM, but we want to do what they are not doing, which is the science part. And the motivation when we started the center was that there were successes in AI over the last 10 years, and increasingly so, from Watson, Jeopardy, to DeepQ, to drones landing on aircraft carriers by themselves, to autonomous driving. Where's Amnon? Yeah. And all these systems are doing better than we can in several restricted domains of intelligence. It's Jeopardy, it's chess, it's piloting an aircraft, it's driving, but they cannot answer the kind of infinite number of questions that one of us can ask about an image. They range from simple questions like who is there, what is there, to more complicated ones about thinking about other people and emotions and human relations and making telling a story out of an image. So these are the kind of things we think about, like Turing++ question is Turing++ because we want to have explanations, models that describe how the brain answers this question. This model should be able to emulate the behavior of people. That's the Turing level. But in addition, we want these models to tell us also what happens in the neural circuits in the brain. And that's beyond the standard Turing test. And so there are, the idea is that there are probably, to some extent, separate modules in the brain dedicated to some of these questions, and we want to address separately this as separate problems of intelligence, and we focus on vision just for convenience because so much is known about visual intelligence. And so we want to answer this question at the computational, at the psychophysical, at the neural level. And the first question that I thought was mature for being, of course, not answered completely, but for beginning of an answer was at all these different levels was face recognition. That's why we are today here. And it's more of a working workshop, because, of course, we have not solved the problem. When we started about organizing this, I thought we were going to get closer with models that could explain the behavior in human recognition of faces and also be consistent with all the physiology data. I don't think we are so far. That will be something we'll discuss tomorrow. But we can certainly begin to put together the behavior, the development of face recognition, the parts of the brains involved in it. These are, by the way, a slide composed by Winrich and with stuff from several other people like Nancy. Find parts in the monkey, patches in the monkey that are responsible for face recognition. We'll hear about it. and begin to have some information about this network for face recognition in cortex and make models that should be able to recognize faces and explain some of the physiological findings. So, as I said, we did not reach completely this objective, and of course, this is a running goal, because even if a model starts to be consistent with everything, that it will be only a model, so a simplified version of what happens. So that's the background, and we start today with some background. I thought it was interesting to have some of the history of working face recognition at these different levels of psychophysics and neuroscience and computer science. And so we had a collection of fantastic people to speak about it. Tentatively, we are recording for possible use the session of today, but not the ones of tomorrow and after tomorrow, just to make discussion more easy and open. If somebody has prefer not to be recorded, let us know. So let's do this. We have a reception tonight at a restaurant which is not far away, and then we'll continue tomorrow and Saturday. So welcome again, and let's start with the real work.